Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ricky Moshville Times here once again. Now, tonight we are joined by guitarist vocalist Giona from German horror and death metal freaks Putridarium. So, unfortunately, guitarist L, drummer J, and bassist E couldn't be with us tonight. But that, of course, just gives us free rein to take the piss out of them, then, doesn't it? So, first, I have to ask you, Giona, how the devil are you? It's been an interesting month or so since the album, eh?
Yeah, it was quite intensive month. Yeah, the people are really enjoying, let's say, this new album. So we are really happy how it's working out.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Well, what I like to do when I do my interviews is I like to do a wee bit of research. But when I looked on the internet for like previous interviews and things like that, there was only a couple of snippets of things that I can go through. So this is going to be like a wee bit of a deep dive into Putridarium. So be prepared for a few questions, sir. But I don't normally do this, but when I don't often start interviews like this, but I would like to start off with a complaint, unfortunately. When giving your debut album a title, can you make it easier for us interviewers and radio presenters to pronounce, please? I mean, if you left it with excerpts from a deranged mind, I can get that. But when you had to start it with Necrologia del Sadismo to the start, that fucks you up live on the radio, let me tell you. So,
Necrologia del Sadismo, yeah.
Be a wee bit more considerate the next time.
Yeah, okay. We will remember that.
Yeah, that is cool. But I have to ask this, and I'm probably wrong, but one of the best death doom metal artists out here in the UK are called Eternal Rot. And I think it was like 2019 or 2020, they released an album called Putridarium. Is that just a coincidence, or is that because they are an influence on you guys as well?
No. I know the band I know the band, and I know they made one album with this name.
Yeah.
If I remember right, in the same time we choose the name of the band, they release Putridarium, the album.
Yeah.
So it was
It's just
it just happened. Yeah, there was like probably one, two band that already used the name Putridarium for a song.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just happened.
Yeah, no, happy coincidence, happy coincidence. Yeah, I know the guys as well. I know Grindak, for example, as well. He's over here in the UK, and they just released countless stuff, and it's absolutely brilliant. Play them loads. But I played you guys a few times on the radio as well. But obviously, one of the main reasons for this interview is that on November the 1st, you release your debut album to critical acclaim. So, how does it feel to finally have the album out there in all its glory in various formats after all the blood, sweat, and tears that you guys have put into it? How does it feel?
What? You have to talk a little bit more slowly if you can.
It's a Scottish accent. So how does it feel to have have the album out there after all the blood, sweat, and tears that you guys have put into the songs?
It's really cool because after the all work that we made, and for record, this album is taking really a lot of work and time and rehears. Because this album is completely live record, so there's nothing overdub or other computer stuff in between. So we have to prepare ourselves before the recording days really much on the rehearse room and be ready for record at the best of the free. So each song we play free time in the studio, and we take the best take of the free.
Well, that's questions that I'm going to ask later on. But I take it once you had the final product in your hand, was it like a sigh of relief? All that hard work is now, we can relax for a wee while now.
Yeah, no, we are pretty satisfied. I have in my hand here. I'm quite happy. It was a long work too for the layout and cover and the all different edition that we made.
Yeah.
So I just got the CD last week. So I was like on internet, everybody was already sharing his copy, and I was still, oh fuck, where is mine? I said, and we just
No, I was about to
When
say before the end of this interview, I will be buying one from you. And remember, you have to get it signed for me as
yes,
well.
we already managed to get two of the guys, me and the drummer. We already signed
Some
it.
man.
I need the other guy.
No,
Yeah.
excellent. Thank you very much for that. But one of the things that I'd noticed in your short history, you've released a fair number of releases since Putridarium started in 2020. So with the
Right.
debut album, I noticed that you did not choose songs from either Putrefaction or Morbification demos. Do you feel that that kind of era of the band is now closed, and you were just using those demos to find the Putridarium sound?
It was everything was just started as a fun and drinking night. So I never make much plan. I just want to make some doom death band. And
Yeah,
when we started with the first demo, I was happy about. And when we go back to the day to do the one album, I don't want to use all the demo song for me an album, and I
yeah,
was quite happy with Putrefaction and Morbification. They are both two demo that I really like how
yeah,
they sound and in everything. So I didn't want to touch this song again and bring in studio.
yeah,
On dissemination, I didn't were that so happy with the recording and quality
yeah,
and some vocals. So I was more to okay, let's take these two songs again in the album because I really like the song and I want to give them more better possibility to be listened or with a better recording.
yeah,
So that's it because I normally record the all free demo by myself, and I just try in some way and just do some wheel mix
yeah,
or it, and it was fine. It's all three of the demo sound completely different. It was just me learning a little bit more how to use microphone and stuff. And yes, on the last one, yes, okay, there are two songs that I would really like to record in a better way, so to say.
yeah. Interesting. Thank you, thank you. Um, But was there ever a conversation of making the album an EP, or was the idea always an album? Because the reason I ask this is like you guys seem to have like the perfect mix of like releasing something every few months so that you keep the name of Putridarium out there, but you like the old school as well. You like the physical products. You like to look at the artwork. You like the lyrics. You just like the physical product. So, but was there ever a conversation to have this album as an EP, or was it always going to be an album?
No, no, no. It was from the start the idea to do an album. I said it take me some years to decide to record one album because at the start I just want to do demo. I would say let's just do demo. I don't want to put myself in record a album because it's some way you have to concentrate a little bit more yourself and
Yeah,
don't be drunk all the time. Just try to make and say I didn't was sure till 1 years ago. Then after I just write the song and it was like, yeah, okay, probably if we give us a better recording quality, it's probably better for the band and for the fan because the fans start to ask a lot of to do a
yeah.
full and we were like, yeah, okay. And I was start slowly on the day. Okay, why not? We can start to do something and. Yeah, so we made it, but yes, it was from the start of the day to make a full length,
So am I
not like
picking you up correctly? Like, did this just start off as you just recording music for yourself, and it was maybe going to be like a solo project, but then other people got to hear it, and you thought this is going to turn into a band?
um yeah, it was I think the first demo, the Putrefaction. I wrote the all free song in one night, So I would just one day I just wake up and I would say, okay, I want to make a new band, a new project,
Yeah.
and I buy a lot of beer and I stay home all day. I play guitar and I drink beer and I just stay there all all day, all night or so, and I try some riffing and I say, okay, cool, nice. And at the end of the day, it was like I had 3 songs ready. And then the day after, I contacted the bassist that she played with me in my other band, Nikus. So I asked her if she want to join, and my other drummer from Intercoffin, I asked him in too. If hey, what do you think? We want to try something? Let's do it. So yeah, it was quite spontaneous. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
the day. Okay, let's try something different.
So one drunken day with a few beers has now turned into a fully fledged band,
Yeah, exactly.
releasing albums. No, good. And can I just say, Nekis as well? I listened to them for the first time a couple of days ago, and they will be played on my radio show on Thursday night. So look out for the tags. I played Putridarium, as I've said a few times as well, because they deserve to be played.
Thank you.
But yes, so one of the things we've briefly touched about this. So one of the things that I love about the album is that it was recorded live with no overdubs, no triggers, and no modern shit, as you say.
Yeah.
But what I want to know is how was the recording experience in the studio for you all? Did you find it like a pretty easygoing process, or was there a song that you just couldn't nail? That there was just a riff that you couldn't get right on the day?
No, it was a really amazing process.
Yeah.
Didn't wear in a studio, so we just take a house
Okay.
and we build a studio inside this house. So we just stay in this house for like 5 6 days,
Okay.
and we managed to build a recording room where we free with the guitar and the drummer
Yeah.
with the drum, and we moved the whole box of the guitar box in all different places of the house, so
Okay.
that we can play live and getting a clean signal for our mic.
Yeah.
So it was the plan to play just everything live. So only 2 guitars, one bass, drum, and so we managed in this house a little bit far away from the city. We just stay 5 6 days. We drink a lot.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
We drink a lot from morning to till the evening. We had one sound engineer with us that was checking the computer and mic, and we just play. So I was quite was for us was really easy because we played this 6 months before this recording.
Yeah.
We played the album non-stop. So every week we play because we say okay we cannot afford to make some error,
Yeah.
because if we make an error we have to repeat the whole song. It's not you cannot stop and delay it. No.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I really love this way of recording because for me it's really real. So what you listen on the CD, on the album, is what you listen live.
Excellent.
It's not nothing else. It's really that's my guitar sounds shitty as the same way of the album, and like this everything else. So it's really real. It's 100% real.
Like it.
It's 100% us. So we didn't take a studio because now when you go to a studio and say, "Hey, we want to record live," they look like you. What are you saying? And they don't have the space for recording in this way. That's why we just rent a house for build by ourselves, and we
Yeah.
buy some extra really speaker cable, really big speaker cable for don't lose the signal and quality.
Cool.
And we build like a 20 meter cables from the cabinets to the box. It was really a crazy project, but it's it's working really well.
It sounds as if you're knackered before you even play your instrument with all the things that you've got to do in the house and setting everything up.
It was the second time. It was like a experiment because
Yeah,
the next album we record in the same house in a similar way. So
yeah.
I really love in all my music. Try to record always live. The demo are live record. All my other band, most of them are live record. I really like it in to work in this way.
No, definitely one of the best things about the album is the sound and the production. But in Scotland, we have like a DIY or die attitude, do it yourself or die attitude. So your sound engineer, for example, was that just like a friend? Is that somebody local in the scene?
Yeah. Then the sound engineers, the guy, it's Chris is working with me since I think now 6 7 years,
Okay.
and I always record a lot of my music, and he's the only one that follow me in my
Only
crazy
one.
project. No, but he make a really good job. We know us from since many years. So he's learning to mixing and recording, and and do experiment with my band. So
Yeah.
we are happy in this way. So yeah, I try to work with some other people, but at the end, I always prefer go back to Greece.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's everything is really in family, you know. You have this house, you live inside, so we eat together, we drink together, we work together. It's make everything a little bit more big teamwork and family work. It's feel like a family stuff.
Yeah.
So
I mean, last month, I stay in East Kilbride, just outside of Glasgow in Scotland. There was a band up from Yorkshire playing my gig called Blasphemer. They've been doing it since like 1990. And they were recording in a farm, and it was just like a farmhouse, but they've got like a big, huge extension, and they've just put all the recording equipment in there. So it definitely works. You don't need to go to like Unisound Studios or anything like that to record a good album. But shout out to Dan Swano as well, since I mentioned his studio. I have interviewed him as well. I have interviewed him. Brilliant guy. Absolutely brilliant guy. Um, but yeah, we kind of talked about this. Is there any way, is there anything about the way that you recorded the album that you'll continue to use and have a settled formula? Or are you quite happy, quite open to finding new studios or experiences? Or do you think that you've got the formula that you're happy with and you'll just stick with it for now?
I'm quite happy with this formula. I will probably continue to record in this way.
Okay.
I will probably try to to change something in the mixing, but I think this live recording is gonna be a really fast part of Putridarium sound, and to tell what the band is a part of us now. And
Yeah.
I really like this about this honesty in the sound and the music. I just I'm when I was writing this album, I was already thinking of the sound that I want to have in the album,
Yeah.
and I managed to buy only 90 instruments, so we only play with 90 guitar, bass, drum. I really set this. I wanted this album it sound like in 90 when I
Yeah.
tried,
Yeah.
and I was okay, and then we just take instrument and pedal amp from the 90. I take like a years of researching on eBay and stuff and buy
Wow.
amp equipment just because I want to really get this sound and the sound have to coming out from my box. So without to use other stuff. So it was quite interesting.
Yeah. So where do you store all this equipment now?
Yeah, I was just really only using old equipment,
All
heavy
right.
as fuck.
All right.
really, really, really heavy. Sometimes they're difficult to find, but yeah,
Yeah,
we manage. But yeah, I love it. I think they sound 90. You can do nothing. That's just,
absolutely.
if you want this kind of sound, just take the equipment that they use at the time, and it's coming out natural. You don't need to think, so okay, what I need to do.
I mean, that's the thing. There's only a handful of bands that record live. They all want the production and triggers and all the rest of it, the reverb and whatnot. So, but no, I could definitely like the way that you guys do it, and I would urge you to keep on doing that. But also, one of the other good things about Putridarium, and also contributes to you guys releasing material regularly, is that your band history has been pretty much stable from the start. So, how would you say that you keep it all together, for example, when negotiating what stays in and what goes out of a song?
Okay, I hope I understand. I hope I understand, right? Um,
So you guys, so your lineup has been solid. There's not been like 10 different band members or anything like that. But so how would you say that you keep it all together when you're writing your songs and saying to one another, right, don't like that riff, take that out, or don't like that drum beat, take that out?
okay. No. Normally I write the whole song, so it's a thing that I do normally at home in my place, and I bring to the release room nearly end song, and we
Yeah.
just decide a little bit which beat of drum or what the drummer have put inside. For the rest, is nearly finished. I already have in my mind how it have to sound, how I wanted to work it. So normally I bring always the nearly finished song in his room, and after we just clean up some arrangement and we play the all together and we look at how it sound was, if we like or not. But yeah, most of the time I do all at home and I bring back.
So how do you feel then if Lucas um, says about your riff and he says no, that take that out. Here's a riff, put that in. How are you when he does that?
Okay, it's never happened at the moment. For the moment, it was always quite happy with the riff. So we never had this conversation. But I really like to play with Lucas because I'm really chaotic, just full of madness, riffing,
Yeah.
and out of timing. And he is the guy that he have studied music theory and he can play classic and all this stuff. So after he bring my chaos and he bring some,
Yeah. Structure.
in my case,
Yeah.
some structure. So yes, I have the ideas, but he really helped to put the things a little bit more together.
So is that quite a lot of pressure on yourself then to write all the music? Are you quite happy to write all the music, or would you welcome contributions from all the other guys?
I'm happy. I like to play. It's always I most of the time I had the idea, so I always know how I want to sound, so I
Yeah.
always do the most of it. Of course, I'm always open to suggestion, but when the guys don't give, when the guys are happy to, in after years they just trust me and they say okay, I always I always tell to them okay, if this moment you can't not understand the riff or the whole part, just we try to play it and after you will understand the song. So sometimes you need to play the song 2 3 times for understand what is rolling in my mind. And
Yeah.
but most of the time was always is always fine. I'm always open to correction or suggestion.
Yeah.
But if they are not one, it's fine too. I just what is important that I always try to write a riff or a song in the way they say, okay, if I listen to this song and it's not my band, I want to bang for it. So I have to really to enjoy this thing. So normally I try always to all the riff and the song that I must really like. If I start to bang when I listen the demo on my phone, then it's fine. I'm really happy. But,
Something tells me though that you annoy the rest of the band members because you send them riffs at 4 o'clock in the morning saying you should listen to this riff. This is my best riff yet.
and not a 4 in the morning, but I am annoying them probably a lot. Or every time I write the riff, and I have my way to work. And after many years, I just play. And when I got the riff, I write down on the first paper I find in the room, and
Yeah.
it stays for weeks. And I always and after I try to if the day after I don't forget the riff, it means for me okay, it's a good riff, it's catchy. I don't I don't forget. And after I always try to put together some other riff, and I normally send to the guys the full song,
Yeah.
not only one riff. So they can move. Or it's really annoying because not a I do really with my phone near the cabinet, so I just put my phone in the cabinet and then record it and finish. So
Yeah.
it sounds really shitty. So I always try to. I will always really I work in chaos really. My room is just full of paper everywhere, and the same when I have to write lyrics. Just I start to put paper everywhere, and I write down in the first things that I find.
Well, we are
Without
going to talk about lyrics in a minute, but just the last thing on the composition of the songs then. Um, were some of the songs pretty much, as you said earlier, you can write a song in a day, or was there a song that took you something like 3 years to complete, for example?
No, I think I write the most of the song in 1 week.
Wow.
I took 1 week from work and I just stay home. And I just I think the first torture maggots. I think only 2 songs I write after that. I wrote stripped it to the bones. I think I write some months later.
Okay.
It took me a little bit more of time for because of the doomy part. That's
Yeah.
really slowly and played really slow part, really doomy. Sometimes you need to think a little bit more how long has to be the part before the listening is bored, or always try to don't make too long or too boring part. I think I love funeral doom
Absolutely.
and do music, but sometimes it's really sometimes it's really difficult that you go really in a monotony
Right.
and nothing happens for like 6 minutes, and
Yeah.
not everybody is ready to read of 6 minutes of true note. So when I write some more doomy part, I try. I take a little bit more time to think about it and to try a better solution for give this full atmosphere, but still have some dynamic in the riff and in the song. And probably the last one that I wrote for the album was the first, so Rapid Act and Fact. It was the last one I wrote, and this just is coming out like I don't know. I was playing with the guitar, and I got the central part, so this central riff, and I was like, oh, nice. It's make fun. And then playing it along and say, okay, wait, then we can do a song. I probably take some days to try because it's a bit more
Yeah.
faster. So it's a little bit more fast tremolo. And I need to do with my right hand. I really need to try a little bit to play it better because I play guitar since 2020, so 4 years. So
Wow.
sometimes I'm still sloppy.
No, not at all. Not at all. Um, that's great. Thanks very much for that, Jonah. Now, I've got a couple of questions about your good self then. So the recording experience, recording the same vocal lines over and over again, or maybe even over just a short period of time for the album, then, but like the 5 or 6 days, like you said. Do you go through some vocal techniques before you start recording? Because you've got to look after your throat, or and also what rituals do you do with your vocals before you go on stage?
By the recording of the album, I just drink a lot of gin tonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we drink a lot of gin. I was completely drunk, I think, when I recorded vocals. That's the best way to feel really
Relaxed.
just to go. Huh? I can
Yeah.
I can go and live. I'm not that drunk because I still have to play guitar, so I can't be that drunk. But I normally drink wine, so I really enjoy red wine.
Yeah.
So normally I drink a bottle of wine on the stage just for the vocals.
Do you know what? I speak to some vocalists and they say like they have vocal zone and it's just like a tablet, or they have like tea with honey in it and then they go into the studio and do their bit. Or you have the professionals like Carl Willits, and he says like 10 fags and a couple of beers and then he goes in. So
Yeah. Normally with gin tonic it's worked really well by Putridarium album. By Nico's album, I think I was vodka and cafe, but in what way? No, I
Hero.
don't, I never have a technique or something. I always say when people asking me a trick or how you can sing or how you sing, just I tell them just you need to feel it, just feel.
Yeah.
So just feeling and put out and try. It's always difficult at the start. It can be always a little bit more difficult because you just start near in your room and you start to scream without no reason. But for me, it's always a feeling thing. So if the guitar is enough loud and the self in there is right, then I just throw out
Yeah.
stuff. But for me, it's really, I always try this. I always use it this way. I never had any problem of losing voice or nothing. I made already some tours, and till now it worked really fine. So that's why I always stay dead, stay ugly, and stay drunk. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll drink to that. But something tells me that alcohol is very popular within your band.
yeah, so we drink. All of us drink. Yeah, yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. But also, but also with you being the vocalist, I take it you write all the lyrics. And I was actually wondering what type of lyricist you are. Like, do you always have a pad and a pen, and you open your front door and you see something on the street and you take a note of it, or do you and you come back to it later, or do you read a lot of books? Do you watch a lot of documentaries? But I've got a funny feeling you're going to say you watch a lot of horror films.
No, horror films. I don't like horror films. No. um, yeah. The lyrics process is taking me like for writing a song to 1 week. Lyrics just take me months.
Yeah.
Because this is really I nearly ate to write lyrics. So I like it, but it's a really long process, and normally it take always some step. And I always write one time I have the song finished. The album I just first I write all the song because it's fun. I love play riff. And like 3 months before the recording, I was like, oh fuck, I have no lyrics. I have to start to work on that. So I tried to concentrate and to write. And of course, what we play in here is like gore or that metal. So I don't have to think about love or write stupid stuff.
Yeah.
So and it's really difficult to be innovative or bring something new. I never make this band for bring something new or to be
Yeah.
so some. This never was the day. So I love this kind of gore horror thematic, and of course, me and Akin, the bassist, we watch a lot of film, and that she's more into film. I'm more in old comics.
Okay.
So 70 comics from Spain and Italy. So they have this erotic horror comics that they made in the 70s.
Do you have a big collection?
I don't have a big collection because we have to really find. But yeah, back in Italy, I still have some
Yeah.
of the comics. Not here in Germany with me, but in Italy, yes, I have. Yeah, my favorite was Ultra Tomba. It's an Italian 70 erotic horror comics.
Wow.
And it was for me more the most of the inspiration was really from these comics, and after we just bring together 70 horror with 70 comics and a little bit of all these artists, and it's coming out really
Yeah.
how we wanted. And yeah,
So would it be a
so
case then that you're quite happy to do all the music, but you would welcome contributions from the other guys to write some lyrics?
yeah, they never tried. They always give a let me to do the other stuff. I don't know because I remember when I write the lyrics for Bone Dress of the first album. At the first moment, they don't want to use the lyrics because they said it was like too much, and I said I guess extend it have to be too much. So Putridarium always said that I always try to bring myself on the maximum of disgusting stuff to writing. So and I love this thing because some of the lyrics are really disgusting, and sometimes I ask myself if I need psychological psychical control, but it's really fun in the writing. I think "Behated the Screams" is probably my favorite lyrics in the album.
Okay.
I really enjoy to write the lyrics. It takes time, but at the end was like, yeah, nice.
Well, hold that thought because I do have a question about that. But I was just wondering, there's a lot of other bands that do this style of like horror death metal. They use samples of like films and things like that. Was that ever an idea for Putridarium?
No, we only use in the album we use only one sample,
Yeah.
and this is from Behated Scream. There is one moment where you listen
Hmm.
some scream of a woman, and this is a sample from the film Mark of the Devil. So
Yeah.
it's a really classic film, and I just in that point there was a empty place that was like, hey guys, yeah, we need really. I think some scream will really make more sense to the lyrics and the song. So we just take this only sample, and we normally use live as the live intro. We use the piano part of Necromantic.
Ah,
So,
interesting.
so
Interesting. I would love to see
we
that live one day, but we will talk about live gigs later on as well. But again, has there ever been talk of two vocalists? Like when I go to when I see a band live, one of the best things for me is when a band has more than one vocalist. Has there ever
okay.
been talk of Putridarium having two vocalists?
No, at the moment, no, because no. We never, yeah, it's more work, and we really like to take it easy. You're on the work, like, one mic, yes, please, and we are playing the rest. No, I don't know. We never try.
Just
Just
wonder.
on the first demo, also on Bondress, the bassist should do some scream inside it, but yeah, we never work and try to something more. Normally, one
Yeah.
vocalist is enough at the moment for sure.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, listen, thanks for that. Thanks for that. But yes, we're talking about your lyrics, and you were almost saying about your favourite song and your favourite lyrics. But I just want to paint a grim picture. So you're lying in a coffin with your arms folded, and you're allowed to take a sheet of paper with the lyrics that you're most proud of and hold them in the coffin. What would it be? I mean, is there any line or phrase in a particular song that you just love?
Of Putridarium, man. We are talking.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Really, I think at the moment I'm really like be the scream. And the first song too, "Rape It, Hack It, and Fuck" is already is really funny. But at the same time, I really like what we do on the dissemination demo.
Yeah.
The dissemination demo was like, yeah, guys, we already talked on modification about necrophilia on people. So on dissemination, it's nice because we move the necrophilia on alien body, so of that alien. So we try to let's do. It's a little bit more stupid idea, but or more funny. But yeah, we just try. On necrophilic impetus that is we record after on the album too. I really try to imagine myself. I want to have sex with alien, but he don't have any hole. So I have to drill a hole in the chest, and I like really this thing. So yeah, probably.
I was about to say you need more romance in your life. You need more love in your life.
It's full of love. It's only full of love on with cadaver or that body or that alien or a strange insect that yeah.
Absolutely. Do you know? I mean, when I do my radio show on a Thursday night, I do have female listeners. So when I'm introducing, this is a brilliant song, by the way. This is Putridarium, raped, hacked, and fucked. And I'm like, oh my god, they're going to log off. They're not going to listen anymore.
No. What is really, I always try to do my best for write the lyrics with any sexual. So it can be a woman or a man. I always try to really give it this part really natural. So yeah, all the lyrics are really it can be used by both of people, man or woman or everything else that they can always do. It's we extra have we extra check on this as it's fine for everybody, and we have a girl in the band too. Our
absolutely.
So it's always if she approves, everybody else can approve. So
has there ever been one time where she's looked at you and just went, really? Has she ever looked at you and just went, really? That's the lyrics to this song?
No, wait, again.
No, that's fine. It's okay. But yeah, we have to talk about the artwork for the album. So obviously I know who done it, but would you like to explain who done it and what made you choose this artist?
Okay. I had a really pretty. I have already my idea of what I want to have on the cover, so I want really have this color, this touching that really remember 70 comics and film cover. So I was at the start I was a little bit worried because I was looking for all the illustrators that make comics in the 70s. The most of them was like dead or not alive, and some other that was really famous and expensive. I said, okay, no, I think. and one day, I saw the EP von Tenebro, Carne Umana,
Oh,
and I watched the cover.
brilliant.
I watched on the of the cover and say, I want to find out who made this cover. And we played with Tenebro 2 years before this album. We played with them, and of course I asked them, "Hey, who is behind the cover and more info about." So they give me the name of Maria Altas of Form. I just start to write with her, and we really understand ourselves at the first point. We have really the same passion for the same gore stuff, comic stuff, film stuff, music stuff. So it was really easy and beautiful work with her because she really understands my mind, and
Yeah.
I didn't touch any color on the cover. The cover is really we just take the photo and we put on the logo on it and finish.
Yeah.
So I say, okay, guys, I say to the label and to the all guys that work of the layout, I don't want nothing. They have to be the same way that you paint, because we really make a really big conversation about the color. So which color, which color used and how it have to look. Because if you see the color is always this color, they don't do it anymore in some album production. They are really with computer and a lot of
Yeah.
contrast,
Yeah.
and it was completely. I didn't want it, so I just
Yeah.
okay. They have to stay original as she painted, because we really have our color concept behind the cover that is really that take time, and but she knew
Because
the
that's what I was
cover.
going to ask, like what you gave her. Did you give her the album? Did you give her the lyrics? Did you give her the album title? Or was it a case of, this is what's in my head, this is what I want, and you just gave her free rein to do what she wanted?
Well, I tried to draw
Yeah.
idea of what I wanted, and I gave it to her. Of course, I always like to give to all artists the most freedom that they can, because it's the best moment where they can work is when they are free. So when
Absolutely.
they are free to do what they do, so I always give her a draw and a collage of some stuff that I want on the cover and in which position, and after she do the rest. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I really, when she started to work, I was like, let's see, huh? And she just sent to me some photo of some progress. I was like, okay. See, and at one point I was like, fuck, this is like insane. She had a lot of details. She do really this great job, and yeah, no,
No, that's
Maria
great.
is amazing. And I was really happy to work again uh, with a Spain person, because it's remember really me my comics,
Yeah.
because it was always Italian that write the story, and a Spain guy that make the illustration. And yes, I'm living in Germany, but I'm Italian, so I was an Italian that was writing, and she was the Spain that was drawing. So it was like a well, fantastic. Was really fun, and
Good.
as
Again, it's
I'm
something
really
that you'll
happy.
do for the next album, since you seem to be so happy with what you've done. So, absolutely fair play. But I have to say, Tenebro, like you said, in Scotland, there's an annual death metal festival called
I
Dead of
told
Winterfest. Tenebro are playing the Friday night, headlining the Friday night. You better come over. If you're coming over, I'll buy you a beer. I'll get you a beer.
I will love her, because I really love the guys from Tenebro. They're really good friends. So there's
Yeah.
no, I saw I saw the festival. It was nice. I was like, Scotland.
Well,
It was
I'll put in a
really
good
nice.
word for you to come over from Germany.
Yeah, it was really, yeah, because with the money stuff. Let's say,
All good.
but let's see if they want, we can play in next year's there. It's fine.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, so just going back to the physical product of the album. So you're to release a CD and a cassette through Headsplit, which is a relationship that Putridarium has had for a few years now. But you're also releasing a VHS case cassette tape through Night Terror, which is a brilliant record label from the Netherlands. I've got a couple of things from them. My demo of 2024 is Atavistic Decay, and I got it from Night Terror, and it's just absolutely brilliant. So look out, Atavistic Decay. But yeah, so how did that come about then? So how did the relationship form with Headsplit, and how did the relationship form with Night Terror? Did you send demos out, or did they actually approach you?
Okay, Split is our label since the start, so we just work with Split since day one. And one time we record the demo. We just say, hey, we really like the Split work and what is the release that was made,
Yeah.
and just let's send to him the demo. And Dylan answered us in like 3-4 hours. We just write us back, guys, let's do it. And it was yeah, and we sent to him some drunk photo of us because at the time I was writing, we was drunk, and we sent to some photo. We just started to work with Dylan, so from with Split since day one, and how I got to Matteo. I don't remember if I got how I got to Matteo. Matteo from Night Terror. I probably when I was started to booking the Putridarium Troll Cave tour in Europa in September.
Yeah.
I was started to I do the booking stuff, and I was started booking, and I think I start to write with Matteo from Night Terror, and we just start writing, and we say, yes, why not? Let's do the show in Amsterdam of the tour. It was really already a big fan of us, and so okay, let's do the show. And I remember I released with him this demo, Barbaric Hot Attack Attack Attack, and it's another project for me and Lucas. And I was really enjoyed to work with him at this demo.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and say, hey, why not? What do you think to do a special edition of the album? And it was immediately into it. Say, yes, let's do it. We had the idea of the VHS, and
Was it his idea for the VHS, or was it your idea for the VHS?
I think it was our idea. I saw on his shop that he was selling a compilation, death metal compilation on a VHS package, and I say, wait one moment. This thing is sick. Why don't try to do it? And he agreed immediately, and we really do a really big work on the layout and all the things to put inside, and it was really long work. Not for me, but for the graphic designer.
Yeah.
Ian Colazzo, he had a really a lot of work and mailing, and tried. It's not a form that the VHS format was not really quite easy, and we have to add an extra story behind. So we write an extra story, or our best is to write an extra story like a film to put in on the back of this VHS. The problem is since last week is people that buy it got it. I still don't have. It's still on the way, but I don't really know how it looks. I saw many photos on internet in these last days. Everybody is really enjoying, so I'm really happy. But I still don't have in my hand, so I can't say no. But Matteo made a really, really incredible job and idea, and let's say we sold the old special edition in 2 days. Was sold out. We just make 50 copies, and it was just like 2 days was like sold out. So
By the
it was nice.
time that I'd played you guys on the radio, they had unfortunately sold out. Kenny from Brainbath, the top that I'm wearing at the moment, he puts on Dead of Winterfest, and he has the biggest horror death metal cassettes vinyl collection. He would have loved that. As soon as I played Putridarium, he immediately followed you guys. So,
Okay.
it's just unfortunate that they're sold out. So you're going to have to do a second print, a second run.
Yeah, we'll see with the thereabout, or we do something else. But for sure, I really enjoy these things,
Yeah.
and
Oh, it's definitely a
I
collector's item, you know. It's definitely a collector's item. Um, so the 50 who got it are lucky. That's what we'll
uh,
say. But listen, Jonah, I've only got like three more questions for you. I really do appreciate the time that you've spent with me tonight. But you talked about playing gigs in the Netherlands and Germany, and I saw that you'd played Poland recently. Do you have anything for like December before the end of the year? And what do you have planned for 2025 touring wise?
okay. For this years, we don't have any other shows in plan, so we just finish for next years. We are now we started and we started booking some show, and we got now in May.
Okay.
And Europa tour in May that normally has to be already announced, but the booking is a little bit slowly. Why not? I will say anyway. In May we are gonna go on tour with Dipicus from USA.
Okay.
So it's the
Okay.
first time it's the first time in Europe for them.
Yeah.
We are gonna make a 10 show in Europe. So from the 2 of May till the 12th of May.
Okay.
So let's see. I don't know now which if there are already some show are confirmed or not. I don't know. This is gonna be a Killtown tour. So
Yeah.
if somebody's listening and want this package, can always write to Daniel from Killtown and book
There you
us.
go. There you go.
And so yeah, we have for sure this tour. We have some show in Germany before. We are trying now to get something in the US, but it's quite difficult
Yeah.
because of visa stuff. Let's see. We are now in some contact with some people for August. Let's see.
Even coming to
And
the UK now because of Brexit and things, it's so expensive to come over here. Um, the world's fucked at the moment, you know, so don't know. Don't know, but I would obviously love to see you over here. And if you do play England, some bands do like a UK tour, and it's like 4 dates in England. You know, I'm like, remember there's a wee country up north called Scotland. So,
sure, no, not sure. I never was in England, so for sure, if I have to play there, I will like to see Scotland too.
well, let's get it sorted then. Let's get it sorted. Um, but yeah, so while you're playing your gig, say you've got a 40-minute set and you're going to play, I don't know, 8 to 10 songs. What's the one song off your set list that you are looking forward to playing the most and why? So it might be like number 5 on the set list, but you can't wait to play that track. What's the one track that you love playing more than others?
Oh, that's a nice question. Which song I like the most? Of the new album, it's gonna be probably "Be Hated Head."
Why?
Then "Be Hated Scream." Sorry, because it's still just one of my favorite songs. But of the last tour, if I have to think of the compilation, I think probably "Necrotic Abuse" is one of my favorite. That every time it's start.
What is it? Is it just like a catchy riff? Because I was going to say like solos. You love playing the solos, but there's no solos. So, what is it about the songs that you particularly like playing?
Playing? Oh,
Why are those two songs your favourites?
two songs of my favorite. Oh, let's stay off the. This is a hard question. Two of my favorite. Of the album, for sure, Stripper to the Bones and Behead's Head.
Yeah.
But live, I always like always like a Necrophilian Pathos to play and Necrotic Abuse.
Is it the catchy chorus?
It's the catchiest. It's the in Necrotic. I really have this fucking energy on the vocals. I really love the moment that I can start to sing on it, and I don't know. It's really I love all the songs that I was really when we make the compilation is around 1 hour of music. I was like, I guess I want to play this song more live.
Yeah.
And now we got the album, and now we have a lot of songs to play, and it will be for me. I will have to play all of them because I still love all the demo song and the new song are insane too. So I really like all of them to play. So it's always really difficult. But of course, at the end, our classic now that we're using as classic is from the first demo, Putrid Death. This is that we have in every set. There's always it's coming always the moment of Putrid Death because it's the moment that we can really that we just back in the whole time playing a song as really straight and yeah. But I really all the songs that we write and we record they're still really really good to me. That's why I'm writing some stuff now for the future, but I don't want to push a second album too early because first I have to be really I have to start to be really to hate this song to play to make some new one. As I don't they are all so new for me and I really want to play all of them live.
What you're really saying there is that you're going to struggle writing lyrics for another 10 songs. It's going to take like another year to write lyrics. That's what it is.
Yeah, or I need to get some crazy ideas. But what I like that I want to start, I'm starting to from some lyrics of Putridarium. I'm gonna now write some comics. So I want to bring the lyrics of the album and of the demo on a comics version.
Excellent.
And yeah, and I really hope Maria. I really talked one time with Maria if she wanna join for the illustration. I would really love to try something like this, or let's see. And I never write, but I think it can be really good. And there are some songs that are really perfect to just make an outdoor story. So,
your brain is always active, is always thinking of things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great, Giona. Thank you very much. And I'm glad to see you enjoying your beer. As am I. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. But I had to start off another 40-minute section because this is the time where you tell me the make and model of the instrument that you used to record the album. I'm not even going to attempt now to name the album, but if you tell me the make and model of the guitar that you used and what was your setup, what's your pedals, etc.
That's a good question. I like. I play since probably since 3 years now with the same guitar. So I offered this rich Beach.
Yeah.
So from the 90, I think it was 92. After this.
6 or 7 string.
Oh, six.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's got to be. The 6 string. So that for the 90 BC Rich, I am really a freak of BC Rich, so I only play BC Rich.
So what do you tune it to?
We are tuning A.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
are tuning A, and we have a really big string. So we have 72-15.
Okay.
So the big one.
So is it you or Lucas that's got the biggest pedal board? There's like 10 pedals.
No, nobody. Okay. Now, if you see the photo, are tricky because the big pedals board is of Lucas, but it just put all these pedals inside. So
Ah.
we only play with one.
Right, okay.
No, no, no. You always just put it, his pedals full of stuff. But me and Lucas, we have a similar setup. So he's using this destroyer, Ibanez destroyer from '94,
Okay.
made in Japan. Yeah, it's mine, but he's using. And he use the moment they use a Marshall valve taste, Lucas.
Okay.
So the classic 90 transistor amp that every fan of death know. I say is the classic for death metal, and
Absolutely.
I'm using a Crate CR 130.
Okay.
The transistor is always a transistor amp from USA, always from the 90, and it's just probably the second best death metal transistor amp that was ever built. The other I still didn't find in Europe, so that's why I don't have.
You're on a
The other
mission.
one is for sure the Ampeg VH 130 is killer transistor amp, and yeah, the crate was used for Cannibal Corpse for the first two album. They used this amp too. So I have a really nice tone and really high gain, and the amp is insane heavy. This is more heavy than a big amp. And it's big, it's heavy, it's really ignorant, and I love it because it's everything. And it's like a stereo. You can only use a stereo cannon for the box. You have
Yep.
always with two deck, 500 watt of for insanity. And our pedal we just use me and Lucas we use it. Lucas is using the Ibanez the tube scream, the classic green one, and I'm using the Maxon. The oven. This is the same.
You ever thought of using the HM2?
And what?
You ever thought of using the HM2 pedal and getting the Swedish buzzsaw sound, guitar sound?
Oh no, no, no.
No, no, I was looking. I was looking.
No, no I was more really this is American sound. This is the user sound. This is the US sound. And for the bass, we I think we made the recording with my bass amp. So yeah, it was a PV fire bass,
Yeah.
always from 90, and she using a destroyer bass from the 80, probably yes, 80 model. So yeah, we're all really into vintage stuff, and the drum. We have a Mapex Pro Series from end of the 90s, and I really love because the Mapex from end of the 90s they have this really nice tom that sound
Yeah.
natural and amazing. They are really, and they have a shorter bass drum that is give it as a little bit more tight. So it sounds by drum bass when you don't use a trigger or something. It's shorter, so it sounds better.
I love how the instruments of choice are instruments that were around in the 90s. I think that's what you're trying to tell everybody. We are not a 2024 death metal band. We are a 1990 death metal band. And old school is what I was brought up on. I mean, you can probably tell I'm 51. But I was there since like the early Massacre, the early Death Days, Mantis, and all the rest of it, Suffocation breaking out, and all the rest of it. So to hear bands of today play that shit, I don't care if it's not original at all. All I want is songs that are well written, and you
Yeah,
guys are definitely well written. So
that's why this band exists. For me, it was just to start to pay a tribute
yeah,
to all this 90 band that I love, and I love the sound.
yeah, yeah.
It was
But
only
just going back to with you being the vocalist as well, have you done research onto a particular microphone that you like the sound of? Or are you just like, give me an SM58 and I'll fucking sing into it?
no, at the start, I didn't have any mic that I really like. We had a really old one in our his room that it was really working till when one day it was really rusty and was really impossible to use anymore. And I say, okay, I buy one. Uh, and okay, I'm not using the Shure. I'm not using the Galaxy one. I have a AKG. So it's a different one. That is, I think that's quite fine to me. And I have a pedal on my vocals. So I have a two pedals for my vocals. I have a reverb pedal and a small of delay on it.
Okay.
Because normally, yes, you can always ask to the guys of the mix, hey, please, can you put a reverb and delay on my voice? But most of the time they do it wrong. So I just made it weird. So just let me do, and it's easier. So I always go around with this extra case for vocals. But at the moment I'm always happy with all kind of microphone. At the moment I never find one and say, okay, this is better
Yeah.
for my
Yeah.
voice. Of course, I will like to try more mic and see which one is better or which one I like more. But you always need a little bit more of cash for try it. So I just say I have one now, and when it's gonna be broken or I'm gonna lose somewhere, then I buy another one and I try and let's see if I like or not.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. I've actually forgot to ask this question. When we were talking about the visual side of the album with the artwork and everything like that, we're going to carry on with the visual side. Is there scope? Are you thinking about doing like a video for a particular song? Are you thinking about going into the woods and having the lights behind you and things like that, or doing something in the studio? Are you thinking about doing a video?
I will love to do a video. We had the idea, let's do a video. The problem that I didn't know anybody that was can help out with a little bit because I don't. We need somebody that can help us a little bit with
Yeah.
filming, and I have already the idea, concept, and everything for a video. And I really love to do a video for Mega Train. I have the whole idea, but at the moment we didn't find somebody, and we don't have the budget for a video. So if somebody is looking there and want to be wanna do a video for us, pay us
Absolutely.
for that. But I will really love to do a video. I made one for necrotic abuse on YouTube. There's a really terrible video that I made by myself with some film part and some footage from us from playing in our rehearse room. So I made one. It was really terrible, but it was the first time I really tried to just try to put something together. It's really DIY and it's nasty, I would say. Uh, really a bit more professional video. I would really love to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, who
And
knows?
you know,
The album's not even been out a month yet. Once the album, it must be brilliant as well. Like in this day and age, where you can do your Bandcamp, your Spotify, and it tells you where people have listened to you from. So it must be brilliant if you've got like South American listeners, and you've got American listeners, and you've got
Yeah.
um, listeners from over in Indonesia or something like that, it must be brilliant.
Oh, we have that many people that many countries,
Yeah.
many fans. I think that the
Because it must be
America.
different. It must be different from like way back in 1990, where people would respond to an advert on a fanzine, and then you have to do recording of the demo, and then you have to put the cassette in the envelope, and then you have to post it to Poland and things like that. It's all a click of a click of the mouse now, isn't it?
Yeah, this is easier. Some people will say it's good. I don't know. I'm not sure it's that good, but
Absolutely.
I would probably prefer to go back to send tape to
Yeah.
everybody. But,
Because sometimes you can listen to a band on Bandcamp and you listen to a riff for like 6 seconds and then you go, nah, don't like it. And you instantly dismiss the band. You're like, no, just brush them aside. Um, People's listening spans are just so short. Whereas if you spent money on it and you got an envelope and a cassette and a letter through the door, you'd give it a decent listen. You would listen to it over and over again and say, "Yeah, I actually like this," you know. But
okay, totally. No, now we are more. This society is more concentrated on just consume. So it's really only a fast consume of something. They listen to something one, two times, and then after okay, next one, huh? And this is just fucking it's insane because there are probably people that I have listened to the album two times and now okay, when is coming the next one? Hey, you're a fucking idiot. Enjoy this one. Huh?
yeah,
Why you want more music? And so no, I think it's really difficult now to for us. There are so many bands, there are so many people that want to make music, and there's so many people that don't know how,
absolutely.
or young people that don't know how to listen to music. But everybody's like, oh, the band is good, the band is not. It's just sometimes some band they need sometimes more time to be understand, or what is it you need anyway to give more time to understand band
Yeah,
and to band.
I
Um,
mean, especially since COVID, there's like so many one-man projects. I mean, you can record a whole album in your bedroom now. Just use the drum software, and just all you need is a guitar, and that's it. You can do absolutely everything now.
Honestly, for me, these are not a band. That one man band for me are not a band. Is no, sorry. For me, a band have to play live. I really all these people that really reckon themselves all alone, thinking this they just why? That why it doesn't make no sense. Why it's why you make music? Why you play in a band? Is because you play band, you meet with the people, you go outside, you drink, you do party, you go on tour, you play live.
Because what
I
worries me is like death metal is on the rise, but if there's too many of this media like stuff that just doesn't cut it, then death metal will just go down again. Death metal's popular again.
death metal is timing. That have always
Yeah,
is wave, like all metal scene have its wave. And every country have a different wave in a different time.
yeah,
So probably that in Germany we are fucked up because everybody wants us to listen to raw black metal. This is quite boring. Uh, I hate because sometimes we just have to play with band live and then what to do? Raw black metal again. Okay, so I was like, okay, strange, but it's really a German phenomenon. In England, I saw there's at the moment in the last 2 years there are many bands that are going to play there. There are many festivals that's coming out. So I think now by you is really you are living a really good wave, and you have many different good bands that is coming out now. So for sure,
If,
I will
if
love
ever you do get up to Scotland, then look out for bands like Brain Bath, Coffin Mulch, Rancid Cadaver, Penny Coffin, Ageless Summoning. There's so many bands up here. So many bands. It's old school death metal in particular. It's just way up, way up. It's not like the youngsters where it's like 1,000 mile an hour riffs and things like that. It's just old school death metal. Where there's actually groove to a song. I like it when most of your songs don't have blast beats, but when you do have blast beats in your songs, they're at the right place and at the right time. And I went,
yeah,
I mean,
you always need to put on that point. Yeah, sure.
yeah, I mean, I like Origin, um, but I can't listen to a whole album by Origin. 40 minutes of just like blast beats.
Yeah,
It's just too much. But when blast beats are done right, love it, love it.
yeah. It's always at the point of where you put them. When
That's it.
I'm more like to the groovy stuff. I have for a Putridarium really is. You need the groove, you always need the groove. So I always like to play some catchy riff, some catchy
Absolutely.
stuff. The riff that you catch and they catch you,
It's a double
it's
bass that gets me all the time. I love it. Love the double bass. So keep it on.
yeah, no,
Listen, Jono, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Everybody, you have to get the album. I'll let you tell the album title again, mate.
Necrologia del Sadismo.
Welcome to my world. See, it's not easy, is it? Excerpts from a Deranged Mind. Look at it on Bandcamp. You'll get it on Headsplit Records. You had the chance to get it on Night Terror Records, but get in contact with the band themselves. They'll answer all correspondence. They'll send it all to you and all the rest of it. But it's been an absolute pleasure, Jonah, to speak to you, and hopefully it won't be the last time. And who knows, maybe the next time I'll be face to face.
It will be amazing. It will be my pleasure to.
Well, as long as you know where the bar is, just more than happy to meet you face to face if you buy a round.
No, sure. Of course, of course. If there's any possibility, for sure. And if somebody wanted the vinyl version is gonna be next year. It's gonna be released next year again over Night Terror and Aspect Records.
Excellent.
They're gonna join the force and they're gonna bring out the vinyl. So
Well, be sure to send me a wee DM when you get the vinyl and stuff like that, because I will get it. I will get it.
Sure.
But like I say, it's been an absolute pleasure interviewing you, and it won't be the last time either. Thanks very much, mate.
Thanks to you, and enjoy your evening.
Thank you.